Once you've added parameters to a query in an Access app, you have to build a pair of views. The first view lets users enter their parameters, and the second view shows the query's results. So to do this, in the Table pane, I'll click Orders because I'm working with order data, so this is a logical place for the new view, and I'll click View. I'll call the view Orders by Date, and start with a blank view. Next, I'll edit the view, then click Data here, and select No Data Source from the list. Doing this will give me a calendar picker to help enter dates, and you'll see how that works in just a minute. Also, I commit my changes just by clicking away from the Open dialog box or menu. Now I'll add 2 text boxes and 2 labels. Notice that all I have to do is click the items on the ribbon and they appear on the form. I'll drag to move them, and if you need to enlarge a form, just drag a control to the right edge and push, like this. So I'll save some time by arranging and formatting these controls, and then I click the first text box, click Data, name the control TXT Start Date, and leave the control source alone. Now click Format, and I'll select a date format. Applying this gives me the date picker when I use this control in my browser. Repeat this for the second text box, TXT End Date, Short Date Format, and remember the names you give these controls because you'll use them later. So next you add a button. I'll use Find Orders as the caption, call it BTN Find Orders, format the text, and save what I've done. So we've given users a way to run the query. Now we need another view to display the query's results. Click Advanced, then Datasheet View, then Data. Select the parameter query, and here in the field list, click Show Only Fields in the Current Record Source. That shows me just the fields in the query, and you drag them to the view. You can arrange them in any order and size them so they're easy to read. Press Ctrl+S to save the view, give it a name, and remember this name because you'll use it later too. Now go back to your first view, click the button control, then Actions here, then On Click. Open this list and click Open Pop-up. Now open the View list and select the datasheet view you just created. When you do that, notice the Parameters section with Start Date and End Date. These are the parameters in your query, and you need to associate them with the text boxes on the view you have open. You do that by entering the name of each text box control surrounded by brackets. And notice here that I can use IntelliSense or autocomplete. All I have to do is double-click the right name. Repeat that, then click Save and Close. And if you're wondering what you just did, you created a macro. You automated your database without writing any computer code. Click Save because saving publishes your changes, and click Launch App. You can see the view is part of the Orders page, and the text box has the calendar picker I talked about earlier. Enter a pair of dates, and click the button. Your macro sends your dates to the query and then displays the results in a pop-up window. So that's how you build and use a parameter query in an Access app. Up next, I'll show you how to do the same thing but with wildcards in your query.